With the upcoming nerfs to Optimal Optimus, Transmetal to Megatron, Leo Prime, and Predacon Inferno, we have a very scarce amount of AoE, and Tasmania Kid and Antagony for the Decepticons are new meta, really. I'm gonna show them in action. They are extremely low cost, extremely high AoE damage, right? So basically, how do they work? Alpha Swipe is the main ability. It does basically 1057 electric damage per second in an area for 12 seconds and also disables targets. It only costs 3 plus 2. And Omega Swipe does regular damage. It will be changed to Creo damage after the balance patch hits the game, but that's pretty much the only change. Oh, also it will have cost change to 2 plus 3. And this ability also gives you increased amount of health every time you cast it, up to 5 stacks. And also targets that have been disabled by the Alpha Strike, the first ability, will have disable timer reset. Basically they will be disabled for longer, right? So can we expect them to get nerfed? Yes, absolutely they will get nerfed. That's generally a trend that this game follows. Something powerful is released, they wait a good chunk of time for people to invest in it, like Optimal Optimus and Transmetal to Megatron, right? And then after a period of time, after people have invested into it, they will be nerfed, and same trend will follow Tasmanian Kid. It happened a million times, it's gonna happen again. But yeah, otherwise, you can use them while they're good, and enjoy, because have fun, right? As for the build, basically as for the build, G1 core is pretty much the best in slot for them. It gives you ability damage increase, and when your health falls below 60%, you receive permanent 40% damage reduction. That's significant, it really helps with his survivability. It's a very squishy melee special bot, and melee specials in general have survivability issues, so this helps a lot. Otherwise, you can try going with something like Alchemist to get more self-heal, but you lose out on a lot of damage and some protection. Quintus can also work, you can try it. But yeah, otherwise, this is pretty much the best bet. And as for combats, a lot of people prefer Pteroxodon and who is Pterodactyl for Decepticons, however, only have the T-Star. And T-Star is unfortunately not gonna do, so I'm instead going with Enrex, who is Fireglide for Decepticons. You get health increase, you gain additional healing from all sources, so basically your healers will heal you for more, and every other healing that you get. In addition, you gain 20% more DPS when you take elemental damage, which you will. Absolutely will take elemental damage. Defenses, there's Megatronus core that does fire damage in a huge area. Outposts do element, you will absolutely get hit and you will get this, no worries. And also, if your bot dies, it will turn into a minion who has a good chunk of health and DPS, and basically he cannot be targeted by anyone who doesn't deal damage to air bots specifically. But other things that could work, you could go with something like Forge of Souls, for the hack community, damage, everything, revival. Absolutely, it could work. And there are other combats, you can play around and have some fun with them. The new Armada Style Saber is interesting. I probably find it more appealing for Outpost, but there are things, Boss Strike, absolutely, hack immunity, damage, Wind Strike, a lot of damage. Yeah, there are ways that you can really gain a lot of it. Now mine is Captain rank, so yeah, I'll show him in action now. Okay, so now we have a war over here, Prime League war. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what he can really do. This is the first time actually using him in a war. Okay, I'll go with a sec. Bot, because I just feel like it. No other specific reasoning. I just feel like using sec bot for this because I get bored of using same strategy over and over. I wish to kind of make things a little bit different. So I'm gonna deploy pipes just in case there is motion sensing mine. There is not. Okay, so let's go with Afterbreaker and have him do his thing. Let's have him pop all those problematic bots, outposts, combiner, everything. Pop nice and clean. Okay. And nice. And now I'm just gonna wait a little. I will let him die. And pipes. Or maybe I can have him survive. No, I can't. He's too squishy. It doesn't matter. Okay, now I can pretty much deploy the rest of the squad. Okay, so let's do the usual thing. Okay, and actually, Tasmania Kid and Antagony, they also stun. So let's use durability immediately. Yeah, like I see, they stunned everyone and they're gonna do a hefty amount of damage. So they have a lot more utility in regards to that. So let me blow this up with the air raid and smokescreen combo that I featured also already. I do have a video on them. Okay, I'm gonna take it down just like that. Nice. Okay, I'm not even sure what. I don't even really need my Titan ability, so I guess I can just I'll cast it on enemy Titan just because. And I'll recast pipes to have him survive. Okay, now yeah, there isn't really much. Let's take down this FFD just because I think it's annoying. Yeah, now rest of the squad is pretty much just going to fold the entire base. Okay, and as the Tasmanian Kid is closing in, okay, I'm just gonna cast his ability, right, he's gonna take out this. Okay. I'm gonna rush with pipes. It's not a problem because he's gonna survive, and I kinda want my task to get closer, and he's getting closer, that's amazing. Now let's do look at this. It's gonna do so much damage. Let's do here as well. I'm gonna use his second ability to do some more instant damage. Okay. Yeah. I have nothing to worry about, you know. I even didn't play that well. For example, my Minerva is losing a lot of health because of passing related issues, but I don't care, you know. So let's do more damage here as well with Taz. Yeah, I'm not even gonna use Titan ability. Just gonna speed up. No combiner, no boost, just yeah, Tasmania Kid is just so amazing. I love that bot so far, and he's definitely a lot of fun to play. And one thing that I would also like to mention is, from my understanding, once his health falls below 60%, he gets that damage reduction, and damage reduction does not disappear if you get healed up. So I think that's an amazing thing, absolutely. So yeah, a very strong bot. Okay, here we got base 2. Titan is almost maxed out fully. So yeah, there's lightning rod. Okay, so we gotta get rid of it. FFD can also be a bit of a problem, so I'm just thinking to start with sec again and pretty much do the same thing. That should work completely. Yeah, I'm just gonna start Fist with Afterbreaker and pop everything. And just in case, I guess I could use a battle boost, just in case. To get some extra energy. Over here I can get like 6 energy, maybe even 7. Okay, yeah, let's just pop everything. Yeah, just waste all of their abilities, perfect. I'll deploy pipes on this side. Alright. Maybe the rest of the squad. And I guess I could use Stas over here to kind of stun. And then I could blow this up. I can also take down this Amalgamus. Okay, FFD is annoying, so why can I? AoE, maybe I could, but don't want to really risk it too much. I have energy for now, and I'm not really expecting my Titan to win. So let's take down this FFD as well while we are at it. Okay, maybe I can rush a little bit over here to pop that outpost. Okay. Yeah, Pipes is going to taunt him, so that's very nice. Is there an FFD? There shouldn't be, so Pipes should heal up, but you know, okay. Let's take down the shield generator. And then Taz should pretty much do extremely heavy damage alone. And let's do this to get more energy. and waiting for Tas to get closer, so he can pretty much nuke this entire cluster. And let's rush forward with pipes. Pipes should successfully taunt. Let's deploy healing from Minerva. I'm not worried, you know. I misplayed, but I'm not really worried at all. All the crucial ones are taken down, so I guess I can just, you know, get some extra energy like this. That's pretty much GG, you know. Let's do this task once again. Yeah, the very easy with Tasmanian Kid, for sure. Okay, here's base stay, and this time I will start with Copsack. Actually, that's dead end for Decepticons. Mainly, it's again, it's a thing of convenience. So when you're going out combinerless, this really helps make things a lot easier. And like I said, I use Rook almost all the time, so I'm just bored of it, you know. Okay, so yeah, I do want to use a rule Copsack. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. I kind of want him to deploy my combat. Perfect. So let's just go over there, and like basically as he dies, I want basically I want my combat to pull enemies to the front. Yeah, and waste their abilities. You can see he's wasting Scourge ability, you know, Leocator's hack, right? That's Computron for Autobots. It's just very convenient. Okay, now, do I want to get rid of something? Maybe the FFD over here. Maybe the FFD would be a problematic. Okay, now honestly I can just start over here. Don't have much to worry about really. Except I do have to get rid of this Amalgamus. That's an absolute must. And you know, maybe I guess I could now deploy rest of the bots. And I'll maybe do tasks over here. Okay, snipe down this little fellow, so it's much easier. Okay, now I don't have much to worry about really. I can just let them beat down the base. Man, my Titan is too low level to counter the enemy Titan. There isn't much that I can reach. I don't know, maybe just do some damage over here. I guess I can also snipe down the bots to make it a lot easier for my team to get rid of them. Okay, let's see. No particular weak spots, so I'll do some damage over here with the combo. Can I take down this Liege? It's gonna take a couple of shots. Okay. Let me also go after the shield gen itself. Yeah, only way I can pull it off. Boom. Okay, perfect. Let's take down my I want my Cronus down. Shit. Okay, so I wasn't the most careful. The squad did split because I didn't clean up everything carefully. But now, Tas was supposed to. Okay, now let's rush with pipes, so he can taunt, and then come on, Tas. Get ready and unleash the full power. Come on, perfect. Boom. Yeah, he makes it a lot easier, and it's a lot more forgiving. I kinda don't want my team to die, so let's just do this, and this should pretty much do it, you know. Yeah, despite the mistakes, again, pretty easy for the most part. And here we have base 4. Titan is maxed out, so I'm not even gonna bother trying to do much with my own Titan. However, I think I'm gonna do Cup Sec again. And this time I may narrate a little bit less because I want to be really focused on this one. It's a defender with a max Titan, so I may really want to put in as much thinking effort as I can. So yeah, generally I will want to go with Cup to pop the combiner, and outposts in the back. Outposts in front are a lot less of a priority, so I do see there's lightning rod over here that could be a bit of a problem for Tasmanian Kid, but otherwise I don't really care, you know. This could also be a bit of a problem, so I'm gonna get rid of it as time goes on. But yeah, okay, now let's go with Cup. Okay, and let's path over here and let him do his thing. Okay, so I can just waste enemy time. Perfect. I'm gonna go with pipes over here now. And I guess I could rush over here. Wait for the hack to deploy. And now rest of the squad can really tear them apart. Okay. Here I'll get rid of FFD. Alright, that will do. I'm gonna drop track smoke and Minerva's healing tower because I'm under a lot of heat. Okay. I think that my guys got it for the most part. Yeah, combiner is torn down. Let's see. I'm thinking. If my area can get a little bit closer so that I can cast. Just a tad bit closer, area, if you could. I'd appreciate that. Yes, okay, pull it off. Okay, let's use Titan ability. Let's use Smokescreen ability. Let's rush with my pipes to taunt. Okay, now let's get rid of my Cronus. Okay. Let's drop Minerva. Let's drop tracks again. And now I pretty much just need Task to be unstunned. So he can pretty much just mow down all the problematic buildings over here. Yeah, easily munch down, okay. I can use Titan over here, I guess, for the sake of pathing to kind of help my squad reform. Okay, and Tusk can do more damage over here to these buildings. I rarely use this ability, you know. I may use it to do a little bit more damage, but otherwise, you know, it helps, but it's not that super essential. And there we go, you know, defender down without a boost and a combiner. So yeah, Tasmanian Kid really helps a lot, you know. Again, that's Antagony for Decepticons. And here we have base 5. So yeah, it's one lightning rod, but otherwise, you know, maybe this can be a problem for field truckers, but I can just get rid of them all. I'm just thinking, you know, go with Cup Sec again. I mean, I don't fix what ain't broken, right? But yeah, I rarely use Cup. So I kind of want to have fun with him as well, because he really enables a lot of combiner-less rounds to go really smoothly. And let's just go over here. I think that should do it for the most part. I think. Let's see. Only 2 outposts and the combiner. Okay, 3 outposts. Okay, I guess I can deploy my pipes over here. Wait a little for combiner to start casting and then rush. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So now I can deploy the rest of the squad pretty much. And can mow them down. Alright. Maybe track smoke. I don't think I need Minerva. Oh, I'm gonna abuse this. Let's rush with pipes again. Basically, the combat, if you kill it, it also detonates and does a lot of damage. That's so mean. Okay. Let's see. Can I one shot? Let me try. Let me try. It worked. Okay. Tearing them down. Perfect. Squad is unfortunately splitting, so I did a little bit of a mistake there. So I will correct that mistake by nuking these parts. And I can nuke these parts. Now let's rush forward with pipes. Because my pipes also has Quintus, so each building that you see get destroyed spawns a shark from pipes. Which really help. They really do help a lot. Let's get rid of this. Smoke screen is stuck here for whatever stupid reason. Okay, that's an interesting bug. That's an interesting bug to show. Okay. Yeah, I don't have much to do, you know. It's so easy, you know. And tasks really help, you know. As you can see, he pretty much nuked all these crucial pieces. So yeah, if you want to go for him while until he becomes nerfed, because he's really strong for now, and pretty much the new Optimus, new Leo Prime. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. You know, really fun bot, and you know, really helps, especially when it comes to stunning, so you can stun outposts as well. It really has a lot of value for now.